What's going on, beer lovers? Today we're reviewing a beer from Burley Oak Brewing. It's one of their Dream series, so if you're ready, stay tuned. Hey, welcome back, beer lovers, to another episode. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Jacob.
And today, Jacob and I are trying a beer from a brewery that we've never had before, but is super popular. This is from Burley Oak Brewing. This is called Dream Apple Pie, and it is a 4.8% sour ale brewed with apples, apple pie spice, and lactose. It's Christmas Day, actually, as we're recording this.
Merry Christmas!
And what better type of beer to have than something that reminds you of Christmas? I feel like apple pie is kind of a staple Christmas Day dessert.
It usually is for me, but this year my friend was making a sweet potato pie, so I had that this year. Holy it was delicious. But I kind of got to get my apple pie fixed, so I'm hoping that this does it for me.
Yeah, so this Dream series, I'm sure anybody watching this right now probably found this because of the beer that we're reviewing. I've heard a lot about it. It's been all over social media. Burley Oak does all kinds of beers, dream beers, just using different fruit, different adjuncts, really making them all kind of different and unique. Well, Mr. K's, my local bottle shop, they always carry the good shit. They always take care of me. So I managed to get my hands on this can, and I thought, you know what, I got to share this with Jacob. I got to share it with you guys. So we're about to crack it open.
You know, this might be a sign of just how out of touch I am. I feel like I've heard of Burley Oak, but I have no idea what the hell their Dream series is. And now I'm thinking, like, why do I know the name, but not
You
that?
actually, I think, might have had a beer before.
Okay.
Because I think you've had a Dream beer before at Beer Zombies Festival in Vegas earlier this year. Before, the world came crashing down.
Yeah, that was a...
Yeah, it was like a blackberry pie or something like that.
Oh.
Blackberry something.
Okay, well, alright.
Peanut butter and jelly, I don't remember.
Things make more sense now. Those fests are always a little bit of a blur. I can't remember them. So, you'll have to forgive me. But that's this head.
This is 4.8%, by the way, so this is not too intimidating.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, the head is like soapy white.
Yeah.
It's lacing just all over the glass. Wow. Yeah, that's really nice.
This is a very pretty looking beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't see through it at all.
It looks like a hazy IPA.
Kind of, yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and take a whiff.
Uh-huh. Ooh.
I definitely get like that cinnamon apple pie spice, and you definitely can tell that this is a sour ale.
Yeah, but it's also like sour ale mixed with like a gooey green apple.
Oh, I like that.
You know, like when you bake an apple pie and the apples start getting like really soft and gooey and like caramelized, kind of reminds me of that smell. I don't know if I get too much of like crust.
Yeah, I don't get much of the crust, but you get like that sweet apple pie.
Yeah, but also like that dry bread crust is kind of hard to come across in aroma. Might come across more in the flavor, so let's find out.
All right. Boop.
Ooh. Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey, you know, I'm into this. This is fun. That's a fun profile of flavors.
I actually anticipated this being a little bit more puckery sour, just from the aroma,
not too bad.
But it's not too bad. It's definitely there, but more than anything, I just get that sweet apple.
Yeah.
Like that candied apple, and then just it's actually kind of mild, that cinnamon spice kind of flavor. I just get like the sugary candy apple and a hint of that crust that you were talking about too.
So that first sip on the very finish, it was starting to get some of the weird, like tart wheat ale kind of notes. My second sip, I'm not getting it as much. And I had that in another beer that we reviewed, where that first sip, I got like a weird aftertaste. but then the more I drank it, it kind of disappeared. I don't remember what the other was. Any super fans that care to find that out? I can't remember. I just know I did it.
Yeah, go digging for it, I guess. I'm actually really enjoying this beer. You know, I'm not a huge fan of lactose. I often find that whenever I drink a beer with a decent amount of lactose in it,
Just give you the...
I mean, I wasn't gonna go there, but yeah, I mean that too. For me, it just normally lactose really weighs me down, and I feel like after 1 or 2 lactosey beers, I'm tapped out. I absolutely do not like milkshake IPAs. I've had a handful of them that I've liked.
do. They are a guilty pleasure of mine, but I have to be in the mood. It's not if I'm ordering an IPA, I want an IPA. But if I order a lactose IPA, I'm expecting dessert in a glass. And I have a sweet tooth, so sometimes I'm all for it. But I'm not when I want hops. You know, it's a totally different thing for me. So I'm
down with the occasional pastry stout, and lactose sours. If they're done well, I'll take it. But I mean, milkshake IPAs, I don't know, have a hard time. But this, to me, is not a super weigh you down kind of beer. I attribute a lot of that to the fact that it's 4.8%. And I do want to comment, 4.8%, guys, for any of you out there who don't brew your own beer, maybe you're not as educated about beer and the process of making it, but a beer with that low of an ABV is really hard to get a lot of flavor out of. And this thing has got a ton of flavor.
Well, it's not like too low, right? Like 4.8, that's just below 5%. So it's in that like sweet spot of like most
but
people's
this thing's
normal.
robust, man.
It is. There's a lot of flavor going on. And I feel like the puckering, that tartness you're getting from the apple and just probably the base beer itself, kind of lifts it. You know, it really, it's not quite effervescent. Like it's not that bubbly on the tongue, but it really like makes the flavors pop. Like it kind of needs that tartness.
It kind of helps. It probably helps with that lactose weighing you down too.
Yeah. Like the tartness actually, the sweetness from the lactose and tartness complement each other, I think, quite well. If they weren't both there, you might have a very different drinking experience. This turns out, I think, quite well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good, guys. If I was going to score this beer, I would say aroma. I'd give it about an 8. Very inviting aroma. I would say that the 2-point deduction's only because I actually did want that like pie crust aroma. Didn't quite get it out of there. Flavor, I would probably give it between a 7 and an 8. I'm kind of stuck. And the only reason why is because, well, one, if I'm drinking this is high calorie. So it's got to knock it out of the park and make it worth it. And to me, it's, you know, this is a great can to share with someone. But if I was going to crack this open by myself, I would feel a little guilty drinking this one on my own. But the flavor still is very good. I'm a big fan of apple pie. Love me some apple pie with like vanilla ice cream on top, and it's like melting as you eat it. Oh, so good. Definitely reminiscent of that. The pie crust is there, but again, I want a little bit more of that. I feel like I've had a couple beers recently that just hit the nail on the head with that pie crust flavor.
Yeah, the more I'm drinking it, I actually get a little bit more of that pie crust. The first couple sips, I didn't. Mm-hmm. Maybe my palate's just adjusting to sour now. Yeah, this is fun, but I agree with you. This isn't something that I'm going to buy for myself to open and just finish without sharing. This is something that I would get, and I would love to share this with my friends that aren't super into craft beer and don't go out of their way like we do to get those beers, but still like, drinking and having fun and trying different flavors, which I do have several groups of friends that do that. This is one of those beers I would be excited to share with them, because I'd be like, oh, I know several of them are really going to enjoy it, and I can't wait to see their mind figure out what they're drinking.
They're like, wait, this is beer?
Yeah, and they're just like, why do I feel like it's a holiday and I'm eating fresh apple pie? Because you are.
I feel like we say that a lot too. Sorry to cut you off.
Yes.
But I feel like we say that a lot too. We talk about a lot of beers that we review as good intro beers to people that aren't into craft beer.
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that if you are a craft beer lover, you can't appreciate this. It's a good beer. The reason why we bring it up is much like you viewers out there, you probably have friends like ours who only see beer as like Bud Light, Coors Light, Guinness, you know? They don't understand all the creativity and artisanal craft that is out there when it comes to making beers. Yeah. And a lot of times we want to review fun beers for you guys. This is one of those fun beers where it's like, yeah, share this with one of those friends because I think you guys would enjoy their expression.
Yeah, I don't know. I surely can't be the only one that like really enjoys showing up to a party or just to hang out or whatever, and you crack open one of these and your friends are just like, hey, yo, can I get more of that? You know, they're like, I don't know what that is, but I want more of it. You know, I have a lot of friends that maybe they kind of know craft beer. They know IPA, right? And then maybe some of them know they either like hops or they don't. And then you open this and they're just like, I don't know how to understand this, you know.
You ever see those scenes where like an animated character's head explodes?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's kind of the expression I think that we would expect to get out of somebody who maybe isn't familiar with craft beer and tries something like this.
I don't know. I mean, to me, this is what makes craft beer still fun. Like, it's not going to be my go-to. I'm not going to stock my fridge with this. Yeah. But I still like when I go to a random brewery and I look at that board and they have something like this on tap. I'm like, well, I'm going to try it, you know? And I'm probably going to take some home and share with my friends and not tell them what it is, you know. It's fun. I don't know. It's just beer. Let's have fun with it. This is them. Somebody is having fun with this. So,
absolutely.
Thanks.
Well, guys, there you go. That is our review of Apple Pie Jream from Burley Oak Brewing Company. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up. Share with your friends. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It helps us gain more viewers and encourages us to make more episodes like this one. Yes. Until next time, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you again on Let's Have Some Beer. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeehaw! Apple pie!
Today we are reviewing one of the newest Stasis beers from Bottle Logic Brewing in Anaheim, right here. This is called Scatter Signal. So if you're ready to see what we think of this one, stay tuned.